everybody. Happy Wednesday, every Wednesday. This is Beard Advice Live, 9 p.m. Eastern, and my name is Dan. This is the mayor, aka Steve. Steve, how you doing?
Doing great. Glad to be here. Glad for this shot of positivity in the otherwise sometimes struggling world of education as being teachers, both of us, navigating COVID precautions and just getting kids back to normal life a little bit. It's kind of a challenge.
Yeah, this is my first year I've ever said is challenging, and it's because there's so many students that just don't know how to go to school. I had like a little revelation today. Our 7th grade hallway is empty before school starts. The 8th grade hallway is a zoo. It's packed, kids together. It's chaos. But something hit me really strong. The 7th graders, this is their first time ever in middle school having freedom of hallways. They didn't have that, so they don't know what it was like before.
Don't tell them.
No. I said the only time it's going to happen is once there's a little bit of cross-contamination because those 8th graders coming over, the 7th graders going there. And I said the 8th graders still have that image of what it was like for normal school. And that hit me why it was so different, because the 7th graders have no frame of reference. Isn't that wild?
Yeah, let it ride that train until it ends.
Yes. So
Beard Advice Live.
Mm-hmm.
First of all, what is this show all about?
So this is where we have guys that the backbone of this show, we were just talking as the show is getting ready to go live. The backbone of this show is guys sending in pictures of their beards and letting us know their problems and their goals. And we as a community, the mayor, myself, people in the chat, we have tons of ladies that really help this out. We let them know where you should trim, where you should style, maybe what you can do to get to your goal. It can be simple things like cleaning up your neckline. And sometimes we give you advice on hairstyles and everything that is kind of beard related. We've even given advice on shirts and what can make a beard look good and not good. That's what this show is all about. In real, in live time, helping beardsmen. And a really cool part is we have updates. People come back and send in, hey, I did this. What do you guys think? We've had some guys that have checked in like 4 or 5 different times, not to show off, but because they improved something and then something else came up. And then something else came up, and then they're veterans and they love the journey. So that is what we do here, the bread and butter, so to speak. And speaking of bread and butter, kind of related. We do have some traditions. Mayor, what do we do for tradition-wise?
You know, it's a little late here where we are. It's after 9 o'clock, so we treat ourselves a bit. Mm-hmm. We always splurge with a little Mountain Dew. We went OG today. OG meaning, Mountain Dew, they're smart. They're just like anybody else. They come out with exclusives. They come out with holiday types and all those things. And we will try those, but...
And the OG never lets us down. I know it's going to be a good night. Code Red's still my favorite, but the OG, you are in good hands with the OG.
I don't remember the last time. Did we have... It's been a while.
It's been a few weeks, yeah.
Code Red, we had the Voodoo, we had the Code Red, and then we had last week the Apple version.
Yeah, yep. And shout out to Owen Wamba. He said he really liked the Apple version.
Yeah, he did. I brought home my bottle last week, and he...
Smashed it.
Like, I can just leave things, I can leave it in a bathroom. And
don't have to say anything. It's just gone.
That's my house right now.
Yeah.
If it's not him, it's his brother, whoever gets to it first.
Oh. And on top of Mountain Dew, we also like to eat dehydrated and preserved meats, aka jerky, oftentimes in the beef variety, but we'll dabble with some chicken, some pork, and then especially some bacon if we ever get that from Beef Octane, those bacon jerkies. Oh my goodness. And Mayor hooked us up. What do we got today as far as the jerky front, Mayor?
Trying a variety of things. First of all, we have the steak strips, which are these are from Kroger, generic kind of brand, but they're just a lightly seasoned, really great, thick piece of meat that do really well. And then
we might have something in store for you as far as entertainment goes, everybody.
Then we also have this Bronco Billy's beef jerky flamin' hot version. I picked that up at Sheetz in Pennsylvania, and it's been sitting on the shelf. It's kind of intimidating and punking me out because I tried the less hot version, and it was so hot that I still didn't really enjoy it. So I thought, well, tonight's the night. Let's go ahead and bring in the real hot one and see what happens.
And the main star of the show for this would be the Carolina Reaper powder. So the Carolina Reaper powder, guys, this bad boy is going to be strong. So I brought in some backup. For me, it helps, and I just think it's delicious. I brought in some cheddar jack cubes to be able to kind of kill the pain and the burn a little bit. So we got the cheddar jack cubes there. So stay tuned, guys. I'm actually excited. When I saw that the mayor got that, I'm very, very excited. I've not tried any of these yet. They're just opened before the show to save like sound purposes because this mic picks up everything in a great way. So we will be getting down. Yeah, some people are saying too hot. We'll be getting down on the hotness here, and I do want to introduce you guys to two more things real quickly here. One would be, of course, we got the Mayor Cam here. You guys birthed this idea. We made it happen within 24 hours, actually. So thank you guys that all supported the Mayor Cam. You can see the new mic up there as well. And, of course, we also have the side beard cam, the original, the OG, picking up everything. I like this because you get to see both of ours, and you get to see the Rodecaster Pro that's over there. Just one of the loves, and you can't see, but we have the video switcher that's right over here too. You can make all those different things happen. So if you haven't been in the show in a while, we have some different things. I will be getting a haircut this weekend, so I'm excited to show you guys now because not a lot of you will notice, and then kind of go back in with the haircut and show you guys kind of what the difference is there. So we're gonna build up to that hot jerky, but I am excited about throwing down on the hotness here. So you guys are awesome, and as always, as you guys come in, we've got over 50 people right now that have not hit the thumbs up yet. I don't want to be as it's literally I just do this as a reminder, just like a hey, in case you forgot, please hit the thumbs up. If you're on your phone, exit out of the live chat, come back into the live chat once you've hit that thumbs up. Pretty simple to get you going. And hey, shout out to everybody who's in here right now. We don't get a good chance to say hello to everybody because we like to keep the flow going. This stays up, but we see you. We read every single comment and genuinely appreciate you guys being here tonight. As we get started, what's everybody got in beard? Let us know the company, the scent, what kind of product you have in. Mayor, what you got in beard tonight, if you remember?
Actually, West Y.
Me too.
West Y.
Dang, no way. I have in West Y as well.
All right.
All right, what scent you rocking?
The sun dropping.
Same. We did not plan this. I don't know if that's ever happened. Maybe with like Ginger Jamboree or something rare.
Or if there was like a special.
Oh yeah, a release or something like that.
No, just out of the blue. No.
Yeah. Yep. I have sun dropping into. 2 days in a row, believe it or not, for sun dropping. I went to grab something else, and then it was looking at me again, and I had such a good day with it yesterday, so I went with the sun dropping. So.
Yeah, one of the things I'm interested in and I like about West Y is it does have that emu in it, but I haven't I haven't hit that wall of too soft.
Yeah.
The 3 or 4 day wall.
There's not enough of it.
Right.
So I don't think you'll hit that wall. It's very similar to Mr. Moose. Mr. Moose has it, but I don't think you'll ever hit that too soft of a wall with Mr. Moose. So hopefully you guys are checking out all the comments in the chat for what everybody has. And hey, if there's somebody in here that you see like, hey, where's so-and-so? Shoot them a message. See if we can get them over here. We don't need to flood anybody's inbox, but hey, I appreciate it. And another person I do want to give a shout out to in case they watch in the future, Steve, aka Funk Daddy. He is not able to be in the streams on Monday and Wednesday as much. He said he misses his beloved streams. He has other obligations and commitments, some very serious ones. I don't want to share. I don't know if it's like business he wants me putting out there, but something that's pretty awesome of his. So excited to see what's going on with Mr. Funk Daddy if he can get back in here. Devin Gibson, hey, thanks, man. He said, love the channel, brother. Great content. I appreciate it. That means a lot to me. BC, what up, Brian Paul? It's pretty crazy. We got Devin in here. Fantastic channel. Brian Paul's an Emmy Award winner. Awesome, man. We're bringing out the big guns today. And Daniel Disney went to the NF concert last night.
Oh.
So pretty jealous about that one to be able to do that NF concert over there. All right, let's get it started. This again, guys, is their show. We are here every Wednesday.
Pretty
this is
jealous
about that one.
Hey,
get out of here. This is where is this at? Okay, share screen. I had the wrong one. There we go. This is episode 52 of Beard Advice Live. This is not even planned, but that looks like meant to be.
So is it
fluid right there?
This is episode 52, isn't that 1 year?
Oh, wow.
52 weeks in a year.
You're exactly right. Holy cannoli. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Guys, girls out there, throw a happy anniversary in the chat for the show. This is for us, right? We say it all the time, and it's not corny. It's just true. This is the 1 year anniversary of the show. How did we not think of that?
I don't know.
That's crazy. So, hey, shout out to the 1 year anniversary of the show. This is really cool. And yeah, hey, JP, please, man. I will put it scrolling down at the bottom. It's pinned at the chat, and I'll have the mayor hit us with. JP said, "I need to sign up for episode 53." How's he go about that?
Just send your send a couple pictures in, maybe a front, a side, profile, or specific any specific area you're asking about, to beardadvicelive@gmail.com, and we will get to it. We'll take a look at it. We'll shoot you back an email if we have any questions, and whether or not you're going to be on the show.
And everyone's like, "Wow, good catch, good catch." We had episode 51 last week, and nobody. I'm disappointed in all of us. Nobody said like.
Well,
hey,
that was the
this
Ryan Fitzpatrick episode.
Oh, they were distracted by the swag. Yeah, distracted by the swag. All right, I gotta say, and I hate being critical, I do not like this jerky.
The smell of it? Is it just the smell?
No.
Because the smell hits me wrong.
The texture,
Okay.
the taste.
Not your thing, Mandane. Well,
nope.
you throw it over here.
Yeah, I'm going to.
Yep,
I just
perfect.
ripped it, by the way. I didn't
don't care.
bite it. Interesting. Yeah, it's a little bit soft for me.
Okay.
So-
I thought maybe the smell. When I opened it, I was like, ugh.
Yeah,
But
I'm
it's
not-
really good to me. It's like a smoky, but it is a softer meat.
Okay. Okay, so DJ says, you gotta do a video on those beard filler pens. I love them. Have you seen those? It's kind of like mascara for the eyes, but for your beard. Oh, Gary, G. Lou, 1 year. Thank you.
Thanks, man.
60 more to go. Yeah, we're not going anywhere. This is just going to get bigger, better as we keep growing. As you guys have seen from the beginning, it's shocking. I pulled up that stream and sent it to the mayor, his first episode on stream, to see how much we've changed, but especially to see the quality of production, the sound, the video, everything. So thank you, Gary. That means a lot to us, and we'll go a long way. So, man, thank you so much.
That's very kind.
All right, next thing is a pretty cool announcement, guys. I'm going to put on the Facebook group after this, and then my Instagram and probably YouTube as well, get the word out there. And this was actually an idea that was birthed from our Facebook group moderators. It was, and Phil, let me know in the chat. It was either, and I apologize, and I was saying before, it was either Phil or Bill. They have similar names in our moderators that came up with this idea, and I wanted to make it happen. So we are going to have a flex stream, kind of. So this Sunday, October 10th at 11 a.m. Eastern, it is a flex stream, but with a specific angle. It is going to be, the title of the stream is going to be why you should use beard products and style your beard. And what you're going to do is it was Bill. All right, Bill, thank you, Bill. What you're going to do is you are going to have, send in 2 pictures. One is going to be before getting your beard ready, right? You can just wake up in the morning if you'd like. It'd be preferred that your beard looks as bad as possible. Send the before picture before getting ready. Put in products, style your beard, and then I had the googly eyes, but oh, there we go. Take the picture once you're styled, and that's going to be the flex, showing that difference of if you didn't do anything as compared to when you did. So you're going to go from Castaway to My Beard. And this is going to be straight up on Sunday, and you're going to send those pictures into beardadvicelive@gmail.com, and please include both pictures. Include the before and the after, and I know this is asking for a lot, but if anybody could get those pictures in tomorrow, that would be super beneficial. I have a decently open schedule tomorrow, so I'll be able to input those things as they come through. Shirt optional. Yes, it is no rules of the Facebook group, but shirt is preferred. But if
You got a great shirtless.
yeah, if that's the only way you can take it, I'm not going to disqualify anybody. So this is going to be this Sunday. Let's get the word out there. I need your participation, you guys. That's what's going to make this pop. I think that's going to be super fun. And it's a Sunday stream, which I don't usually do. And it's an 11 a.m. stream, so I'm going to be able to reach different time zones and different schedules. And football hasn't started yet at that point. so you can just get going.
Well, they got the London game, but guys, usually that one's usually a blowout.
Oh yeah.
You know.
Is that even early? What time's the London game's pretty dang early?
I think it's
isn't it?
like 9:30.
Yeah.
9 or even earlier
Yeah.
than that. So you'll be fine, guys.
Okay, and you can just split screen it. We can get that going. So I'm going to come back to this throughout the stream just to show you guys. But Sunday, please send in those entries so we can see what everybody is doing. Tom's beard in Castaway was nice. I respectfully disagree. I think it's one of the worst black eyes on beards. It's like what is literally used as like an example of what not to look
giving
like.
up.
Yes, right. If someone tells you look like you're a castaway, I can quite confidently tell you they're not giving you a compliment. That is something that is going to be in a negative way towards you.
When you're focusing on finding food, you're not necessarily focusing on your
Right,
beard.
dehydration,
Right.
all that stuff. So yeah, no, I think it's a really a bad thing if someone were to call you that one. Yeah, lots of texture from the sea salt. That would be for sure. So yes, guys, send in those pictures for the before and Killer Shirt Merit. You two did. Send in the pictures from the before and then the after, and let's get this going. I think it's going to be pretty darn cool to see how it turns out, and just to hang out with you guys on a Sunday. All right, so we got our first one. Let's jump right into it, man.
This is James J. My goal is a big beard and to see what my big beard potential looks like. My barber cut my cheek line too low, so I'm growing it back. My only concern is my neckline beard hair is extremely slow in growing in.
Okay, all right, James. My barber cut my cheek line too low. If we had $10 for every time that was said, we'd be able to buy some nice equipment for this studio. Some real nice equipment for this studio. Absolutely, Nick. I hope stuff is going well, man. You know, nothing but support and positivity heading your way, my friend. All right, James. All right, here we go, James. All right, so his main thing is, hey, my barber cut my cheek line too low and growing it back. My only concern is my neckline, beard hair is extremely slow growing in. Okay, so James, I'll start off here. I think your cheek line, I just keep growing here. I can see what you're talking about in this range. But if you didn't point it out, to be straight up honest, I have no idea. I would have never been like, oh yeah, it looks like you shaved your cheek line too low. When you point it out, I'm like, okay, I see a little bit of stubble and little dots there, no worries. Now, the neckline is too tough to tell. I know you sent in 2 pictures. The first one didn't really show it either, and it was a little bit blurry, so I wasn't able to use that. But I would say that from the looks of your beard here, man, if your neckline is not giving you that depth that you need, rock what you got right now. This is an iconic level beard, James. The color is spot on. The shape, the texture. Dude, straight up iconic beard. I don't even if you asked for my advice on a bigger beard, I don't know if I'd give it to you because I love where your beard is at right now.
Yeah, I agree. You know, the shirt and tie are always a clue too to me. You know, if you're doing that, it kind of maybe the big beard isn't where you want to be living.
Yeah.
Can we hit the mayor cam right? Because when you're talking about the cheek line, I'm kind of going through that same thing right now. So take a look at the mayor cam. Right there, right on that side, I did also get like a cut too low by a barber, I think. No offense if they're watching. And I do feel you with that, and I think the best thing to do is to just let it thicken and fill back in and just take some time. But people don't notice as much, but I definitely am more scraggly up here. I thought about actually like using my little razor trick and coming down a little bit, but I'm just letting it go for right now.
Let it go. Yeah, absolutely. I didn't notice. I think you're good. I do have to say, I love my side beard on the mare cam because it is looking. My beard's looking voluptuous, if I can say.
And I just have to say that my beard looks great on your camera too. I love catching it over there. He's like
that is cool.
But what about this guy?
Yeah, it's almost like from afar it's good looking, but it's far from good looking.
Ooh.
Just
You're
talking
talking
about
the first one, right?
Yeah.
I'll take it. I know. I'm not worried about it.
All right, so James, man, just grow up. Like the mayor said, just have a little bit of patience. Put the razor down, as Tino says in the chat right now, and you're doing great, man. You're doing fantastic.
Love the coloring, by the way. I didn't get to say that, but
Yep, fantastic beard. And in some way, be like, oh man, that kind of looks like he's flexing. No, I think he had a legitimate question and concern. So you're doing good, man.
All right, this is Connor B. Hey guys, just retired from the Army.
Thank you for your service.
Jinx. Army, just retired from the Army July 16th, and I'm finally able to grow my beard out. I'm 24 and 2.5 months in. I'm 24 years old, I think, and 2.5 months into the beard. Still have a dryness problem around my cheeks only. I follow your co-wash routine. Oil in the morning, oil and butter at night. Is it possible I'm just not doing enough of the butter and oil? I drink plenty of water.
Okay, so dryness problem around his cheeks only. 24, let's keep that in mind, Connor. Super young. And once again, thank you so much for your service. We have a cool announcement for a Veterans Day stream that we're gonna do, and we'll announce that probably next week. Yep, probably not announce that next week. All right, so here's Connor. First off, super sharp, man. Super sharp here. All right, here's Connor right here. Okay, so yeah, my bad. So Connor, thank you for sending in. Beard-wise, and then we can kind of pair this into any advice too, because it's Beard Advice Live, right? He sent in here, and he wants to know about his cheek with the dryness. I'll take that, and then I want to kick it to you if you have any small things. Clearly, a fantastic beard, Connor. You're crushing it, man. Love the style with the haircut and everything going on. Hey, Kombucha, thank you for stopping in to say hello and hitting that thumbs up. I appreciate you. For your cheeks, some of us have areas that are just drier than others areas. It's just kind of natural. A lot of people have it around their mustache or the corners of their mouths. The cheek is a decently common area, especially the higher up you go. And so if you ask if you're not using enough product, oil, and butter, it wouldn't necessarily be the butter, but you could play around with using a little bit more oil. My main suggestion would be to make sure you are exfoliating that area properly. You have gone now from an area that would require having a Boar's brush to now you need a good solid comb to get into the skin and exfoliate. At your length, options are wide open. There's a bunch of Chicago carbon fiber combs you could use, or you could use something like a buffalo horn or oxhorn comb that's gonna really get in there and exfoliate. And what I mean by that is just simply get the teeth of that comb into your skin, and you wanna rustle up those dead skin cells. Oftentimes dry skin is just the dead skin cells blocking and trapping oils and not preventing them from either absorbing in or coming out through the skin. So I would say exfoliate and then really dial in finding what beard oil is right for you, finding what products are going to make your beard feel the best. He's got an 8. Awesome, man. So that would be my advice as far as the dry cheeks go. Mayor, any add-ons with style, anything for the beard advice?
Just remember too that relative to everything, your skin is still new to having hair there, and you're gonna get some areas that are just like screaming,
very true.
What's going on? And I think maybe that could be part of it. What I'm going to throw it at you is just consider the fade up into the hair. I wouldn't lose any length off the top of the head, but since you have all the flexibility now that you never had before with the Army, going a little short on the sides and bringing that up and starting to distinguish between the beard and the head would be amazing. Oh, that's clipper.
Yep. Gotta go clippers on that boy. So yes, I agree. And Connor, this could be just because you haven't hit the barber or the trim in a little while, and mine's in the exact same camp. So I'm talking and giving advice to myself here. Is I would clean up that neckline too, right where my hair. We have very, very similar hair patterns. It's very interesting. Like the way your hair looks right here is exactly what mine looks like. The way that your neck hair connects to the beard on the side is exactly what mine does as well. So I would just clean up on the side over here, and you would be good to go, man. But it's a killer beard, and it looks like you got a little baby lazy walrus going in there. You know how much of a fan I am of that baby lazy walrus. So great job, man. Keep it up. All
right, this is Jake C. This is an update video, but to recap, I've been growing my beard since about February with the life-changing advice from Dan. I use a Chicago comb number 6 and 8, oil daily, butter at night, and use a hair dryer to style. I use balms on rare occasions. I took these photos after a transparency trim. Photo makes the bottom of my beard look a little bit more transparent than it is still. What are your thoughts on styles and length possibilities? P.S. I did have an original goal of having a big beard, 6 to 8 inches, but I am unsure if it will suit me.
Okay, so a lot to unpack here. I think the ultimate goal is he's saying, do you guys think I can go big with this? What are my possibilities for length? What are my possibilities for style? And he said, hey, Mr. Huff, Wu-Tang in the building. He says, starting a matching Snuggies fun. Oh my gosh. It took me much love. Took me. Hey, thank you so much for the first your first ever super chat. That is awesome. West Side. That's a Western Michigan boy over there. All right. So thank you. That's so cool. You guys gotta check out that clip. Okay, for sure. Yeah, absolutely, Daniel. I can't play it on YouTube, but I will show the mayor for sure. Okay, good. All right, let's just take a look. Let's dive in here, see what we got. All right, for Jake. So, first off, do we think he can go big? Do we think he has some type of length or style? He took these photos after transparency trim. You want to kick this one off, Mary? Got a thought on where he's going, where he's heading?
Sure. I think the sky's the limit as far as your length goes. You grow a great thick beard. It's a tale of two beards as far as I'm concerned between the two. You can really see that. I love the shape on the profile. I think there's maybe more, just a little bit more rounding to do
Agreed.
on the front view. Just a little bit more of that transparency to bring in. Don't touch the mustache. Fade looks beautiful.
Yep.
I think that the front view dictates a little bit more shaping.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. This side shot right here is so good, so good. Oh, Bushido caught the COVID, man. I hope you recover quickly and do well. Keep me posted if you can, even if it's just stopping in the stream on Sunday and stuff. Let us know where it's at. And then, yeah, Dan B brings up a really good point here. I think this is a spot-on comment from Dan. He says, if you do want to go big, you got to stop the scuba trim. Now, for those of you that are not familiar with a scuba trim, my trimming style for going big is just simply trimming the bottom of your beard. I just did a video on like Sunday for that. Scuba trim is taking the clippers and going into the beard, especially on the sides. And Jake has that big time. Now, this looks great. It looks fantastic. But if you are going to go bigger with length and you want to get some volume out to the side, you're going to really need to let this grow. This bad boy over here is really short. That's like pinching it short. So if you want that big beard, you really need to commit. If not, I agree with the mayor entirely. I love this side profile, but I would go with a more rounded, and I would take off probably 1/4 of an inch to 1/2 inch and just round out that bottom. Right here, it looks a little bit too squared, and there's a little bit of forking in the middle. But so I would round that off and then kind of go from there. What's up, bearded outdoorsman? How you doing, man? What up, G? So, and Justin Bell, hello. So yeah, that I think is a really good bit of advice for Dan B. Do we think you could get there? 100%. You've got the genes, you've got the routine and the healthy habits down. You just need to right now commit to a path, and that big beard is going to take a little while. Because as you get bigger, we want these sides kind of coming out a little bit to give kind of a balanced approach to that beard. So, yeah, great call. I don't know if I would have thought of that unless Dan B had said something. But with your style, man, what would you say if he's like, hey, Mayor, I'm one of your best friends. Let me know. Do you think I should go big, or do you think I should maintain the advice you guys gave me and round it out a little bit?
I would say let's. We're like 95% to a fantastic short style beard. Let's figure out how we do that. Then we can experiment with the bigger beard. I would like to lock in that final touch to what, you know how you guys, I don't know if you're like me, but you can stabilize at certain lengths and certain styles and you get your routine. I'd love to stabilize and lock this in before we start like trying to go bigger.
Yeah.
We mess around too much sometimes.
Yeah, I agree. Honda has a good question here. It says, so you're saying if you want a massive beard, don't trim your sideburns either, just the bottom of your beard. So I want to make a real clear distinction here, guys. And I do have a video that is about not doing the scuba trim. So not doing the scuba trim here. I want to be very clear here. On the beard, I think that you should only trim the bottom when you're going bigger. And most guys, why do they trim the sides here? Because they don't like the poofiness. What you need to do is find a method that's going to style and get that same result. Nobody describes my beard as poofy. Nobody describes my beard as big flyaways, but I don't touch any of this beard. But what I will say is there is a difference between your sideburns and your beard. Now, where does that line start? Everybody's is a little bit different. Usually you can tell with texture and color, but most people, it's right at about where your ear opening is. So wherever my ear opening is at, I don't touch anything below that. But above it, where it's the sideburns, I consider that my head hair, and I do have that with my head hair. And yeah, Eric's exactly right. Some of the things that you can do is gravity and balm. That's going to help. One key step that he's forgetting in there that most people should do is heat. Heat is really going to allow you there. Doug has pinned that video, so thank you so much. But yeah, let me pop back to one thing here to show you guys, because that is a great question.
While you're doing that, I was just going to say, what are the biggest the reason even I, like you considered bringing this down, scuba trimming and bringing this shorter right now, is the masks, the strings of the masks. How many of us have had times where we, use the wrong mask and it catches up and sticks out like a ton, and then you're like tucking it in underneath the strap or whatever, because I wear one all day at work, and the side. It just seems like that's very problematic with those little elastic straps on certain styles.
Right, and I'm glad you said certain styles, because I do not have that problem at all with a real big beard, because my mask is designed for beards. So that would be a good, and every place is different on what they require and what you're comfortable with, of course. So let me show you guys here what the difference would be on the beard. So, and I am getting a haircut this weekend, so, and you can still see where I have that beard. So from here down, I do not touch. This part of my beard is very long. It is very, very long. Right here, very short. So down here, no touching, no trimming this whatsoever. Style to the way that you want. Above here, you can trim. Okay, above there, you can trim. So really good question. Oh, hey, mustache. So really good question there. And hopefully that did a good job of answering the differences between those, right? You got to make sure you are knowing what is sideburns and what is trimmed. Yep. And there's a difference between a scuba trim and a sideburn fade. Exactly. Great. Really well said on that one. Yes. Dan, do you have a beard mask? I do. I have one from a guy on Instagram. Brian sent, actually, I have 7 of them. So Brian, send me a message on Instagram. If you want to send it right now so you don't forget, I will send you a link to him, and they are fantastic. My beard doesn't suffer much at all with the type of mask that I wear. And we don't ever get political, guys, and say, we don't do this. We have to if we would like to keep our jobs. It's just as simple as that. And we both have a very good situation with our teaching job. So we do what is required for that job. All right. And yeah, Jake, so you got a decision to make. You can go big, but you're going to have to commit, and there is going to be some training and some learning along the way there. All right. So together, we have built in these slides on questions, because throughout this stream, we like to have Wednesdays open for you guys, especially to ask questions to the mayor, but also myself, and we want to build them in. And that's exactly what I was thinking too. We're gonna dig into the jerky a little bit here as well. So we're not gonna be able to get to likely all of them, but this would be a time. I think I have 2 or 3 set up here for your questions. You guys, is there something that you've been asking or you've wanted to ask, but we haven't quite had the time yet? And we will get to them. Like, do you just keep letting your mustache grow into your beard, or do you cut it? So Ted, I have that lazy walrus video, which really helps with the styling to blend in the beard, but there is a point where even the lazy walrus can't tame the mustache. And then I do trim the kind of the sides of my mustache. So there is a spot where it'll be too much. I'll kind of show you here. Once my beard gets going out and this part starts getting all squirrely and squiggly wiggly, that's when I just cut it. But other than that, my mustache kind of comes out to about here, and I just blend it into my beard with that lazy walrus.
Scissors, for me, scissors are a great tool to kind of guide, because your mustache will extend a little into your beard, knowing where that line is. And I'll use scissors to kind of catch the mustache hairs that are blending into the beard and starting to look a little different or weird.
Yeah, so Tino says, have you ever used one of those beard masks? I think it's called oh my gosh, I have one. It's not the beard tarp, but it's beard bonnet, something like that. Man, there's a cool name for it. I have one. I don't like it. My beard is way too big for it. Essentially, you tuck your beard into it and then you sleep, and it's supposed to be nice. Instead, I get the same purpose by wearing satin pillowcase sheet type thing.
How do we not cover that in our Amazon video?
Oh, I know. Yeah. I know the inventor of it, so that's probably why I can't mock him, even though it doesn't work for me. But
I would try it.
Yeah, I have it. I'll have to give you one. I'm not going to do the ginger do. No. Nope. I do not. I said, sorry, Mayor. I cannot do that one.
This doesn't sound good at all.
No.
It sounds like Verner's mixed with Mountain Dew. Like the ginger is what, I don't know.
No. Should I only use beard balm at night? No. You should not use beard balm at night. You should only use beard butter or beard oil at night. During the day, I like to go beard oil only, and then at night, I like to go with beard butter if I've taken a shower, oil, and butter. Balm is primarily for styling and a little bit of nourishment. Not as much nourishment as butter, though, so no. Do not wear balm at night. I want to say thank you again for the advice for my line cook. He really appreciated what you said and seems a bit more confident. Hey, we couldn't give that advice if you didn't ask, so thank you so much. Hey, Michael, welcome on in. The mare is my beard's spirit animal.
I'll take it.
That's
It's a
pretty
lot of
kind
responsibility, but I'm ready for it.
2 months into my year, too soon for a heated brush? If no, settings, Mare, this is your world, my friend. I'm going to dig in.
Absolutely not too soon. I'd say just about right, because it's the point where you start feeling like you have no control over your beard. Heated brush is what we bring in. It's like the superpower against that. I would go low on the Aberlite. You can go up to like Aberlite Pro. You can do like 280 is the lowest setting. I think it automatically goes to, and you can raise it up. But I would start as low as possible and see what effects you get. For me, what I've settled on is a routine where I use it at like 280, 300 on most of my beard. And then this front area where I get the chin dips and all that stuff from masks and just day-to-day use, I go like 340 or 360 even sometimes.
Okay. All right. And Brian says, I've grown my mustache over both lips. Should I keep going for some wicked handlebars or trim it down? Brian, knowing your beard and knowing your style, I would trim it down. I would not go for the handlebar. I don't think that suits you super well. It doesn't suit me either, so I'm not like, that's not a diss. If the mayor asked if he should do handlebar, he's closer to it, but I would still say no. So no, I think it takes a particular style. If you find yourself wearing bow ties on a daily basis, yeah, go for the handlebar, right? But other like Todd, our buddy, he could pull off a handlebar all day. But no, I would trim it down, Brian. I think the lazy walrus, and I'm not just saying that, I think that would be absolutely perfect for your beard. And then here's Jake, of course, who has a fantastic handlebar. He says go for it. Does the hair under the sideburns grow the same maximum length as the beard? So G, every literal hair on your body has a different terminal length that it can grow. The sideburns are generally much shorter than your beard, but like the chin region of your beard. But the beauty is that they all fall on each other and it layers and builds up. So it's not like you see it and you're like, oh, that's shorter. It just works out beautifully, right? So remember, every hair is different. Just like your arm hair is different than your chest hair, is different than your neck hair, is your head hair. So generally, they do not grow as long.
Good question.
Yeah, great question. I have a salt and pepper beard. Is thick or thin oil better? You're gonna have to experiment, man. You're right in the water. Generally speaking, rule of thumb: gray beards like thicker oils, dark beards like thinner to medium oils. So play around, Todd. Yours might be just a straight up medium, like a whiskey and hardtack. That could be going. Mary, do you ever use balm?
I do. I've been using balm a lot lately with the straps from the masks. It kind of gives it a little bit more hold, and I don't get the puff out as much.
Yeah. Mayor, can you use the Chicago comb number 8 on your beard? Are the spaces too wide?
Oh, absolutely. No, the spaces are just right, especially up underneath here where if I don't dry it out after a shower or a mayor bath, that Chicago number 8 is beautiful at getting that just air, kind of like your lawn, like it aerates your beard at any length.
Mm-hmm. And I love this question, JP Lawns and more. Thank you. How long is everyone's beard? And to be clear here, how you measure your beard is from the bottom of your bottom lip to the length. So even if that is longer than any individual hair, like I'm guessing is the mare's, that is still how long yours is. So mine is probably 10 inches right now because I had a decent trim. Mare, what'd you say? 3?
I don't know. Yeah, 3 inches.
3 inches for the mare, maybe 4 if you're male measuring. So put in the chat, guys, how long your beard is in inches from the bottom of your bottom lip.
So what'd you think of the jerky?
I'm gonna try and catch here, and then I'm gonna go in with the full. We'll kind of stop them, and because I think this deserves a full breakdown. One last question about the massive beard neckline above Adam's apple. Let it grow wild. Honda, man, if you are, I actually have a video on that recently. If you're going big with the beard, you need to leave that neckline alone as soon as your beard is covering that neckline. I've also taken it a step farther and I've let my chest hair grow up. My chest hair literally connects to my neckline, and so I have a solid wall of hair underneath my beard, which gives it a great backboard from my pale and pasty skin.
Is there like a treaty that they signed with each other to
Yeah,
work together? Some kind of
They're-
trade agreement?
It's wildly peaceful.
Oh,
Yeah, wildly
excellent.
peaceful.
Good to hear.
Utility balm from Beard Brand at night. Michael, that's not a bad option. It's not the best, but their utility balm is more like a butter than a balm. Okay, and if we missed any of your questions, guys, we might lose track with the chat kicking in here. We do have another round of questions. We will be able to get to it then. Just be ready to drop it. Why is my beard growing thicker and fuller the third time around? First 2 times I grew. Number one, your beard gets better with age. Even if that's a year later, it gets better with age. Number 2, your beard is an indicator of health. You probably right now, I would guess, have less stress. Maybe you're drinking more water. Your body's processing protein better. Maybe it's the right season. Mm-hmm. Beards grow better at certain seasons. There's a lot to it, but most likely you're just probably healthier than your other times you tried. And then I saw another good question that I wanted to hit before. Oh, here it is. Jim had it. Can terminal length change over time? Yes, 100%. All those things that we just talked about can impact terminal length. Now, is there a penultimate terminal length? There is. Your arm hairs are never going to grow likely longer than where they are right now. But it can... I'm sorry.
Oh, you saw that?
I did, yep. So, yes, there is an ultimate one. Most men will never, ever come near their true ultimate terminal length. When it comes to beard strainers, is it okay to get a cheaper one on Amazon, or should you invest in a more expensive one? What's your perspective?
We're gonna say that I would agree. You'll buy 2 or 3 of the Amazon cheapos and be frustrated each time. And when they break, hopefully don't take your beard with them. Actually, I have an affiliate with Aberlite. The Aberlite Pro is my favorite heated brush because it heats up well. It has a great wide surface area, and I highly suggest it. It's one of those things. A heated brush is something you do spend a little bit more on, but you get a lot more on the other end for it.
Yes.
Sorry, I rushed into that.
I know I'm used to you going longer.
I could have filled it, and then
there are some really bad ones on Amazon. The ones that just have like the flat surface with some like grates over them. Stay far away from those. But there are some good budget option ones like Vicacon. It's not going to hurt your beard. It's actually going to be a really good one. The real question is, how long does the battery last? How long until it isn't useful anymore? And by the time that you have purchased 2 of them, you would have saved by getting a good one in the beginning, right?
So if you're really interested, we can actually save you 10% on Aberlite.
Yep.
Mayor 10, and it's in the description here of the video. Would save you 10 and help support us too and what we do.
Yeah, absolutely. ABB. I have a hard time straightening my handlebar to curl up by itself. Oh, same thing, man. ABB, I'm the same way. I struggled with getting any like symmetry within my beard. So yeah, I agree with you. Weird question here. As my beard has grown and I noticed a patch of red hair coming in. Is this normal? Yes. Ron, I wish you would have looked at my beard closer because I literally have red, I have brown, I have white, I've got everything in my beard. So yes, your beard color will change as you get older, as situations change. So, yep, no doubt about it. Bearded Guitarist, how's everybody doing? Shout out to you, man. We're doing well. All right. Does the strainer help with laydown? That's what it does. That's the entire purpose of it, Eric. That is what it does, is help your beard lay down. So remember that equation you said earlier? I've got a better one. Heat plus tension equals direction. Now, the heated brush is heat and tension all in one, as long as you go slow enough to grab the hairs. But yes, that is literally what it does. What do you think about Shea Moisture beard products? They're a good, solid, entry-level product, right? You can get it. It's not going to kill your beard. Is it great? Is it good with companies like Beard Octane and Whiskey and Hardtack and Artius Man? No, it's not. And nobody would tell you that it is. That's not me being biased or anything like that. It's just not as good. But it's not bad. It's not Cremo. It's not Old Spice. It's not those garbage brands. It's a good entry-level product. Yep, good entry-level. Do you use the heated brush on your beard or just the mustache? Nick, I only use it on my mustache and my sideburns. I switch on my sideburns between the big barrel brush and then the heated brush. So,
And I use it all over the place.
yeah, yep.
Here, there, driving. Well, not driving.
Yeah.
Not too much.
So Jerry says shave moisture, I swear by it. Yeah, absolutely. If you've only had like the drugstore, the in-store products, that's one of the best ones out there. There's nothing wrong with it. It's not bad. It's not going to hurt your beard or anything at all. As I've grown out my beard, it's gotten lighter. Absolutely. Those colors will change without a doubt. Okay. So we are going in here full tilt, guys. I've had a couple small bites. The mayor's had some bites here. This is the really hot, flaming hot beef jerky from Bronco Billy's.
What would you say Bronco Billy's mustache style is?
Bronco Billy has a wider mustache.
Wider.
And it is, this is the Carolina Reaper jerky. Carolina Reaper jerky. I love the texture. It is a strong, kind of hard texture to it.
And I've just been nibbling it. He's going to take a bite. And it's still, like, I'm glad that I'm just taking, like, mini spots because it set me on fire a little bit. It's like the old days. We used to do this all the time. I was watching, one of the kids at school was talking about the one chip challenge. I'm like, one chip challenge? Why don't you watch this video? And I showed him when we did the Death Nut challenge. Was that 2 years?
Got to be close to 2 years ago, yeah.
In the winter, it'll be 2 years since we did that. That's crazy.
Yeah. So this is hot, but it's not absurd.
Okay.
I don't think it's like crazy. I just took a big bite there. And this is definitely dry jerky. And Holly, I'm not going to say moist as much as you want me to say moist. It's not going to happen. This is not moist jerky, okay?
That's what the other stuff was.
Yeah.
You didn't like it.
No, that one's too moist for me. Too moist.
It's not bad if you eat it fast.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not bad. So I had to get, I know a lot of you are going to be like, oh, it's the candy. I had to get a cavity drilled last week because there's like this little pin needle hole. And he said it's because the way that I have like, my bite is not normal. And it's because of like one of my tooth poking into the other one. It was just a precautionary thing. There's no pain or anything like that. And so I can't chew over there with hard things yet. And this one is, so I'm eating this only on one side of my face. So yeah. Would a straightener still work? So he's saying his beard is not very full. I worry that there's not enough straightener to grab it. So on a thinner beard, what are your thoughts coming off the top of the head on a straightener?
I would still suggest if you're looking to get control of your beard and your styling, it is a tool. To me, it's probably the most important tool on my shorter beard style. So it's still something you should really consider. On a thinner beard, yeah, you might, you need to watch that. If you over straighten on a thin beard, it's gonna look even more thin. But with that ability to adjust your temperatures, why not give it? I mean, you're looking at if you're vested in your beard, if you're gonna go be a beard guy, I think a heated brush is a tool that you should consider regardless. It's going to be about technique. If you're worried about being too thin, you turn the temperature down. But there are benefits. If it's just your mustache, there's all sorts of benefits to being able to control your beard a little bit more.
For sure. And you can always experiment with a blow dryer. The main straightener for my beard is a blow dryer. By the way, guys, I want to put in the chat here a link to Sam C's merch shop. Both of these hats are still available. As we said in the stream, we largely over-ordered so we can get more of them. This is that Branded Bills. It's the Branded Bills brand as well, and it's that leather patch. These are my favorite hats that I own. I will say the gray is a little bit more my favorite than the black, but I still rock the heck out of both of them. I am sweating a little bit because that jerky is hot.
Yes.
It is
hot.
hot.
It hit, yeah.
Yeah, it's not, I'm going to eat this and really enjoy it.
Good. It's meant to be enjoyed.
Yes. I would think that's a good way to put it. This is hot, but it's meant to be enjoyed. That's really well said.
Do pain.
And
to inflict pain.
I don't think you caught this one, but Dagan did the Death Nut Challenge after us. Dude didn't even flinch. Dude didn't even sweat. He just monstered through it. He didn't fake. I watched the whole thing. I analyzed it. It was, it was pretty crazy. Pretty
What do
crazy.
we have? Bearded Bento, though? Was that who?
He went to the hospital.
Went to the hospital
Yeah,
afterwards,
the
yeah.
owner. Yeah, because he didn't prepare for it. But yeah, guys, again, the hats are available. Check that one out and make it happen. All right, if you want to, of course. Sometimes I start talking without knowing what I'm about to say, and I say things like "make it happen."
You're way better at that than me. I kind of like, you can just tell, I just stumble through things. I'm not sure where I'm going, and I just jump into the pool.
You get deep,
Nope.
and I just throw out stupid like little phrases like that.
See you later.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, this is Alex J. What styles would you suggest? Sorry about the strong lighting in the photos. I'm at work. I'm almost 3 months worth of growth total. I'm 35, so should I expect my beard to fill in any more throughout the course of my life, or has it reached its full size?
Okay, all right. Let's take a look at Alex here. So just looking for general advice, and then he is saying he's at 3 months total, and he's 35. Do you think that he's reached his full size, or is there more growth? Alex, to begin, you have a lot more growth. I think you know that, hopefully. 3 months in, this is where you're at. Dude, you have some monstrous genes for growing a beard. That is for sure. But with that said, I'll kick it to the mayor here. He'll give you some advice for where he thinks your beard should go, what you should do right now. So kind of two sides to it, Mayor. Where do you think the goal should be? And then what do you have advice for what you can do with this beard right now? But yeah, I mean, great genes. You can grow a monstrous beard.
So I agree with Dan on the goal. Like, if this is 3 months, the sky is the limit as far as that goes. As far as being 35, I would say yes, you should expect to thicken up more, to be able to grow better. I know that there's some guys that are jealous of your growth at this point, so I wouldn't think that your ability to grow a beard is anything you should be worrying about at all. I do think it's time to dial in some of the aspects of your beard that give it a little bit more intentional, we use that word a lot, or purposeful look. I think a scissor cut, just a slight scissor, kind of keeping that mustache a little bit cleaner would do you some good. And then I see on the sides, you might want to consider a little cleanup around here, just a slight little shaping. I can't see the full side of your neck, so I'm not sure, but I'm guessing there might just be some ability to clean that up and make it look a little bit more intentional. Great candidate for a fade, into the hairdo if you wanted to look at that as well.
Agreed. Alex, I know you were in here earlier, so hopefully you heard that and take it to heart. Great beard, great start, and you got a big future behind you with the beard. And hey, guys, if you guys don't mind, I know there's probably several people that we only mentioned it once. If you forgot to hit the thumbs up on this stream, it takes you guys less than 2 seconds. It's absolutely free, and it does really help us out. So please give us a little shot with that thumbs up, and it does make a big difference. How long would you wait to round the bottom? I'm at 4 months. Oh, man, Michael, every beard is different.
Yeah.
So some people it would be 4 months. Some people I would say average, start rounding at about 6 months, where you're about 3 inches. You're at the mare's length and getting a little bit more than that. So it just, yeah, there's a lot there. And that's a good question about whiskey and hardtack. Is this after equipment? Is this with a mask on? Something like that, This community is great. People could come in with a beard looking like Charlie Brown's and say, that's amazing, keep it up. It is, and one thing that I take pride in is everybody finds a way to give authentic support.
Right.
I don't think people come in here and say, that's the greatest beard I've ever seen. We find ways to be truly authentic and genuine, but at the same time supportive and not putting anybody down, right? Stay bearded, stay positive.
How you doing?
Oh, I'm okay. My tongue is hot right now.
All right.
But I'm doing good. I'm going to keep going on this. So, yeah, I like it. And David, it's his
Happy
birthday
birthday,
today.
All
Happy
right.
birthday, David.
So, brand new to the whole, this is David F. Brand new to the whole beard thing, and I makeshift in the chat.
That's him.
And I've been growing mine out for a few months now, and just wondering if you had any advice on anything I should be doing or should stop doing. I know I need to trim the neck and the back line some in the photos. My current routine is wash and condition every other day, oil on damp hair once out of the shower, wait 5, then use balm. I don't shower at night, so I just use the butter about an hour before I go to bed, so I can let the product do work before I sleep.
Okay, so routine sounds great, man.
Mm-hmm.
It sounds like you have that dialed in. Hey, what's up, David? We got a random blast from the past in here, that beard guy, KC. Hey, my friend. But again, guys, if you guys don't mind, throw a happy birthday to David F in the chat right now. It's actually Makeshift, who is highlighted down below with the Stay Bearded, Stay Positive. He is spending his birthday with us on Beard Advice Live. Super,
awesome.
super cool there. All right, so let's just see what he's got here for the beard. Oh, yeah, David, looking good, man. Again, happy birthday. And as he said, this is his first time really kind of getting into having a big beard or having a purposeful beard. So David, I'll start it off on this one. I do have some bits of advice for you. I love this front shot with the texture, the color, man. You are gonna have an absolutely epic beard. We just gotta dial it in a bit, figure out that style. I love where your mustache is at. But here's where I'm gonna go. I got two main bits of advice for you, David. Number one is I want to even out this beard, right? Your sides are shorter than your chin. It almost looks like you went from a goatee and started growing out. I don't know if that's the case or not, but that's what it looks like. So what I would do is I would even out this side right here. So right where you see this elongated part of the beard, I'm just gonna go with the, oh wait, that's not, let me, I almost messed that one up there. That was, it was scary music. So I'm gonna go with the clippers and we're gonna go right here. It's just gonna be right across the side. Okay, so getting that right there. And then secondly, I'm gonna clean up the neck right below that. So right where you see this line going, beard, leave that all alone. Everything below, for now, I'm gonna clean it up. You can go in with a razor or you can go in with the clippers. I would go with the clippers there, get the brio, get real close to the skin. You could get the zero blade, that'll get nice and close to get everything cleaned up. But that would be my biggest advice. And what that's gonna do is that's gonna take this portion out of your beard, which does have a little dip right there. So it's gonna solve kind of 3 birds with 1 stone. And I love where that beard is at. Let's give that unique, or not that unique, let's give that, I'm blanking on the word, when it would all be conformed, a beard be all in one size,
Uniform?
one shape, uniform, thank you. Let's give that uniform beard shape a chance to grow in together to see what it really, really can do. So he said, I just cleaned up the neckline yesterday, perfect. But I would take that one step fuller and one step more, and it would be even fuller, and I would get rid of that little elongation right there, and just that cleanup, and maybe just a little bit of a zip, zip right here on that ear as well.
Yeah, I would agree completely. We got to just make sure that that gap kind of is filled in. And
Exactly.
I think it's not going to just grow and catch up. We're going to have to just kind of manage the goatee or the front beard part as we look to fill it in. And the reason why is
Take care, Frank.
if we just wore it like this, it's going to continue. It's going to tuck in, and it's just not going to be. It's not going to be the full beard that I think you're hoping for.
Yep, I agree. And happy birthday, man. You have a great beard. I love the texture and color right there, man. That's awesome, David. Thanks for spending your birthday with us.
This is Dale. About a month ago, Dan told me to wait 1 to 2 months before doing my trim. My beard is about as long as I want it to be. My question is, do I trim at 8 months or wait for 1 more month? Attached are pictures right out of the shower. The first set are beard oil and a heated brush. The second set is beard oil and heated brush on the mustache. I will let you know. I will let you know. I want the bottom flat and the front square. Thanks for all you do for the great advice. This is my first big beard. Only added the set with style to the show. Preferred that style.
Okay. So you sent in two sets of pictures, and we only added the one that we thought was the best looking one. But real quick, let's go back to David real quick. He said, how would you go about taking care of that dip if I get it again? What would normally cause that? So the main culprit these days would be the mask. I don't know if you're wearing a mask or not. It doesn't matter. If you are not, what's causing that is not having the backing of your beard, right? Anything pushing on that, sleeping, living, it's gonna give that dip. David, what you're gonna look up on YouTube is Dan C. Bearded Beard Waves or Beard Dips, and I have 2 different videos that will approach that. Essentially, you're gonna use that heat plus tension and go the opposite direction. And I do have a good video on that, exactly. Thank you, Connor. And it will fix it, guaranteed, 100%. But just know, a fix is a daily fix. It will never train its way out of there. You're going to need to do that on a daily basis. So, yep,
Unless
round
you
brush.
get really long.
Yeah.
And we don't have to wear masks or whatever is causing it.
Man, you got to get real luck. Because mine's literally a day. If I don't do my beard, it's a totally, I have straight up curly cute. I have hair that will curl back on itself and touch my beard again to a complete ringlet on my sides. So, yep, exactly. Ooh. Round brush and blow dryer. Yeah, and people wouldn't know that. Yeah, straight up right here is I'm not kidding you guys. You could stick your finger right through it.
Wow.
So, yes. All right, here's Dale. Absolutely epic on so many levels, Dale. The sideburn fade into the bald and or the bearded and buzzed. We're not talking about drugs or alcohol. They're talking about the haircut. Thank you, Doug. And then the mustache is looking like a lazy walrus. The color, beautiful. The shape, the texture, the style, man. Oh my gosh, looking fantastic. But pardon my gawking at your beautiful beard. He would like to know, should I trim now or should I wait about another month to trim the beard?
You know, I see about a 1/2 inch of a transparency trim right here. I think whether or not you wait is up to you. Well, I don't know if you know this is the length you like, maybe wait a little bit longer because we like to come back to it. Just depends on if you like the length with what we see is about a 1/2 inch of transparency, or do you want to have that length where it's thicker? If that's the case, you want it to be all the way down there, I would wait the month, and then I would come back a little bit. It's not going to be much, but it's going to give you a little bit more of a margin of error as we lock in this awesome beard style.
Yeah, I think it is time now, Dale. And I think you actually have a unique trim. I'm going to leave the sides alone at even the length almost completely. And I just want to take off a little bit right here, right? So look where I'm at, Dale, on this one. I just want to go with a little bit of that and just give it a little bit more rounded. When you had your no heat on the beard, it was a little bit flatter. And then when you brought the heat, it straightened this part out and brought it lower. I want to go not as rounded. Like, look where your corner is, right? That's your length right here. And then look at how much farther down the center is. I want to bring that up closer. So start it right at about here. And I want to go and about where the mayor said, you say about a 1/2 inch?
Yeah.
Yep, I'd go about a 1/2 inch of a transparency trim right here. That's just going to crisp up the bottom a little bit, and it's going to give you what I would think is a little bit of a more flattering shape to your beard. But man, it's awesome. If you wanted to wait, you couldn't go wrong with that. Do not touch the sides over here. This is beautiful. I think he said he just left it alone. There's no trimming on that. So man, Dale, another absolutely epic, iconic beard. I'm sure you're going to get some Santa comments this winter. Embrace them. Yep. Have fun with it. Make somebody's day. I know that some guys get bothered by that, but I see it as a fun thing. I see it as a compliment, and nobody's going to see your beard and call it Santa in a negative way. Your beard is just fantastic. So, yeah, I would, since you're asking now or in a month, give it a shot now. Worst case scenario, you learn from it, and you're a month ahead of time on your learning.
So we were just doing the tooth fairy thing with Owen.
Oh, okay.
I hope I'm not ruining anybody's day out there. But, he's old enough now that, like, he had another tooth come out. I don't know why he's still losing his teeth. But,
wow.
But so we're going to school, and I'm like, oh, my gosh, I remember teaching 7th grade for so many years. I thought that parents had waited too long if they hadn't kind of, like,
at that
laid
point,
it out
agreed.
At that point. So I was like, we're riding to school. I'm like, dude, that's just Mom and I, right? He's like, well, where does it go? Your mom keeps it in a jewelry box. She doesn't know what to do. All that stuff, all the follow-up questions.
That's hilarious.
Handled it like that.
Done.
And it was good.
That's good.
It's good to get the time with them.
Right, because they have the brain to understand it, but
they're kind of waiting for you to.
Yeah.
When you're the parent, you are the final say on things.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, he's gonna say he's gonna wait. Awesome, Dale, man. Yeah, again, you got an absolutely great one. All right, Eric, thank you for hanging out with us this long. I know you get tired, my friend. So thank you so much.
All right, this is Rob H. An update. After getting your advice, I cut back on the way I was using too much oil.
Remember this one?
And I also tried to trim my mustache a little bit. Here are some new pictures of how it looks, and any further advice you can give would be greatly appreciated. Thank you for your time, and keep up the good work.
Awesome. Take care, Connor. Thanks for sending in. Mayor, what subject do you teach?
I teach 8th grade science.
Yes, he does. All right, Rob H. So this is the before, and remember he was kind of frustrated with some things, and we kind of unanimously like, hey, we think you're using too much oil. Can't really give you advice because there was too much oil there. Big improvement now. This looks like it went from greasy to now hair texture. And then we have update number 2. Awesome. And then, yeah, okay, just update 2 here with much less here. Okay. Now we need to give some advice for Rob H. This is what I think his natural state of beard is without having too much oil or anything like that. And yeah, you guys, it is 1 month away from No Shave November. Beard season is almost upon us. I don't think it's fully here yet, but we're knocking. We're at the door. So man, this is, guys, girls in the chat, what do you think about for some advice for Rob H? Now, he said his updates here. Did he give us, he just wants the further advice. Okay. And again, this is now dialed in without too much heat. We got some angles to go. You want to hit it? You want to check the chat? You want me to go?
You know, Rob, I'll start. I'll go ahead and start. I love the front look. I think that's the body. You were over oiling and you were like slicking it down.
Yep.
And it was too much. You know, you do have a really dark beard on a light skin, and it does stand out. But I think this is great here. This is where we go from. You have obviously great growth under here. I personally would bring that back a little bit because I think it's accentuating where you're not growing, not intentionally, just kind of the way it's growing. So I would probably even out the chin hairs, and bring them back just a little bit because as we wait for the thickness on the sides to come in, as we wait for the mustache to come in and underneath the lower lip. To me, it's at least evening that out so it's not curling under and all that. It's gonna take a little bit of it's gonna take attention from where your opportunities for improvement are. So,
and I was gonna say I agree. We're gonna make some adjustments here. But I think we need to be as specific as possible.
Sure.
So what would you do?
I would take an inch or two right off the bottom.
Okay, so
and see
just
where
right
we're
here?
at. Yeah.
Okay, just bring that back along. Oh man, Rob, I'm struggling here because
And
see
he did the mustache. Did you see that?
Yeah,
It looks good. It looks improved.
it does look improved. Because I get a couple of angles that we could go that I want to go.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
No, go ahead.
No, I think you have an excellent growth pattern for why am I not thinking like a Van Dyke style?
Van Dyke, yeah. So I am thinking we're gonna go with the beard stash version of a Van Dyke. Let me explain, Rob H. I want to take the sides down with a buzzer with a very low guard, like a 1 or a 2 guard. Get whatever the Brio, get whatever wall clippers you have. These joints right here. Put on the first smallest or second smallest guard. If you don't know yet, go with the second. Thank you, Mayor. And from this line here, okay, mustache down and out. Leave this alone for right now. And then let's buzz this down. I want your neck very short. Take the guard off if you have a zero gap blade. Going real short there. We want a clear distinction between the cheeks and the neck, okay? So get rid of the neckline. That doesn't need to be here. Just that alone is going to go a long way for being purposeful and intentional. And then let's get these bad boys shortened. And then on the front, we are going to go shorter. We are going to take some off here. The only other option you could have is trimming it into like a triangle, which could be really cool. Something to consider there, kind of going down to the triangle. And then leaving the mustache, the soul patch, and everything alone. What that's going to do, Rob, is it's going to put your best growth, your strongest part of your facial hair, which is your mustache and then that circle portion of your beard, as the star of the show. But it's going to have some texture on the side and give you the option of growing it out from a little bit of head start in the future. I don't want to see you shaved. I disagree with the chat. I do not think a goatee would look good with you. I do not think so with your face shape. I would not want to see a goatee with your face shape here. I think that's going to bring, you have these rounded sides right here, and then it would bring it in to be real small down at the middle. I don't want that. I agree with what Doug says here. Stubble on the sides with a Van Dyke would look great. So Rob, if you have any questions with that, let us know in the chat. I think, and again, I just don't like shaven parts of faces. I really don't. Me and Sam have been talking about that a lot lately. We'll see somebody with a shaved face and we're like, I've never met a person, a guy, I've met girls, but I've never met a guy where I'm like, you know what? He looks better with that super clean shaved. Even if you're just like a dashingly handsome man with crazy facial structure, you look better with stubble. You look better with some color.
Yeah, a little texture.
A little bit of texture. It just looks better. All right. Van Dyke here. Mayor's going to describe it. I'm going to find a close version of the Van Dyke while the mayor talks to you.
So Van Dyke is essentially a modified like goatee style where you can have shorts on the side, but it brings it down. People would think to a point. You got a lot of flexibility with how long you bring that point down. There's crazy levels of a Van Dyke, and then there's like shorter levels of Van Dyke. A lot of guys will also continue with like the chin area and keep that hair as well wearing that style.
Okay, so I found a version. This is not the exact version of it, but if you look up Van Dyke beard, you're going to find tons and tons of options out there. This would be a version of a Van Dyke. Now, I'm not saying you need to do this with your mustache. I'm not saying you need to come to a point with the beard, but if you notice here, the sides are buzzed down. They're not shaved. Guys, these are not shaved. They are buzzed down with the stubble, all right? And then you have the star of the show. For you, that's your mustache and then the portion around your beard here. Now, it would be up to you if you want to buzz the sides of the soul patch or not. I would almost rather have you leave those alone. But that is what a Van Dyke is like. And with the stubble and with highlighting your best parts, and again, please take off that neck. That neck is going to be very, very important, and then people are going to know what the difference is. People are going to see you and not think that guy stopped shaving. They're going to think that guy has a beard. Right. That guy has facial hair. And that's going to be like a real big kind of light switch that's going to go off for you and for people that are observing you. So that's a fun one, man. You had a really unique one there because we do have a couple of ways we could have gone, which is good. Options are a great thing. And I think you could pull that off very, very, I can see it right now, man. So final, buzz over here, buzz over there. Let's leave this alone. Maybe one day start working towards that little bit of a handlebar type. And I would say let's kind of go for that triangle a little bit down on the chin. All right, I say let's bring it down to about here. Start kind of going away, dude. I'm digging it. I think that. Let me go back here. I think that could be the look, especially with that stubble on the side, man. For sure, that's fun. If you do this, and please do, trust me on this one. Trust me. Take this step. You can buzz it off if you don't like it. Send in an update picture for us. That could be one of the coolest transformations that's out there. Absolutely. Hey, Mark Brown. Thank you. Man, I really appreciate that. And speaking of the positivity from Mark Brown and also the things we have going on, speaking of transformations, guys, if you missed this earlier, I announced this Sunday at 11 a.m. Eastern, there's going to be a flex stream as long as I have entries. If not, it's just going to be a casual hangout stream. And I need your help. The idea of this stream is to show off why you should use beard products and style your beard. So what I need guys to do is take a picture of their beard before styling it, before doing anything. When you wake up, let me see that beard looking all ratty and nasty. And then go through your normal routine. Go get the beard wet, shower, sink, whatever it is. Put products in, use heat, use balm, use whatever you do, and then send the after picture. It's going to flex what your transformation looks like. So this Sunday, send in those pictures, the before and the after, to the same email, you guys, beardadvicelive@gmail.com, and that's going to be this Sunday. If at all possible, I would love those pictures tomorrow, but I'll take them all the way up till like Saturday night. I'll still be putting those in. So that's going to be on Sunday, you guys. So thank you so much. Okay, let's go back to, I love how this is all labeled. All right, you ready for the next one?
I'm ready.
Let's do it.
This is Brian D. Last year I turned 60. My entire adult life I've always sported some style of facial hair, from a simple mustache to a full beard, but always kept my beard trimmed back. I was blessed with a dark brown beard, but over the years I have been cursed with a white beard. I never grown a full long beard, but last September I decided that I was going to try to go to a full year without any trims. I didn't know anything about oils, butters, or any products until month 4 after finding you on YouTube. Since then, I have been using products daily, in September, I made a goal of a year, but sadly, I did do a transparency trim at about month 10. I'm kicking around the idea of going for a tweered. I didn't even know that was a. I didn't even know that a 1 year beard was called a year until about 6 months ago. I guess I'm asking your advice on whether I should continue on my beard journey or style it back and be content with what I've accomplished. If I were to continue on with my journey, what style shaping would you recommend?
Okay. I love those stories, guys, of finding the channel, not knowing it existed. One of my main tasks, other than putting out good, helpful content, creating a community and all that, is finding the guys that don't know this exists. Mm-hmm. It's not for everybody. I fully know that not every guy is going to want to put oil in their face. That's okay. But I want to know where we can find those other guys out there. So if you ever have ideas or ways to help, please do.
So that when they're looking for help, they can find your channel. That's getting them there.
Yep. Yes. Dan, do you get a haircut? Do you wax your eyebrows? No, I do not wax my eyebrows. Nope. All right, so let's see what Brian has. Should he go for the tweered, or should he look at styling and keep him where he's at here? Oh, Brian. Tonight, sometimes we get like theme, like things that stand out. Tonight is like epic gray beard night. What's a 4-year beard? Quad-eared? I don't know. We can come up with a good one there.
A long beard. Yeah.
So Brian, man, fantastic beard. Love the color. Love the texture. Love the shape. This kind of goes against what I would normally recommend. This is not super common for me. I say keep going. I don't see a lot of transparency. And for some reason, I feel like the long beard is going to fit your personality and your style. And I feel like you have the freedom in your life to go big. So, hey, let's rock it. Let's push it. Let's see how far you can go with that beard. I say keep going.
Yeah, and I agree with the chat as well. The gray beard is not something to be ashamed of or be down on. It is a rite of passage. We love it. It's something that you earn, I think, with life. For me, I love the length right here, and I'm just thinking it needs to be said that if you were to just dial in this style and style it out and leave it at this length, you have a great look.
Great.
And it's not something I would take for granted. So I think you could do that. I personally I've never been one that's been super into, if you want to set a goal, that's great, but you don't have to like hold yourself accountable to that. It's really, the beard is for you. So if you want to do it for 2 years, you can. If you want to just keep it at this length, you can. I say go your own way, and I love the look that you've got going right now.
Yep, I agree. But I think we could push some limits here.
Potential.
Yeah.
But I don't feel like you have to do that.
Yeah, no doubt. All right. We now have another portion for some questions here as it comes through. Hey, Aaron, thank you, man. I appreciate that. We got that Canadian sticker in there. Appreciate it, buddy. Thank you. So what questions do you guys have? I'm still at that same spot with the jerky. A bit ago, I took too big of a bite. I took like a massive bite.
Okay, I know.
But when I'm taking like medium bites, it's really good. I really like this jerky. All right. Can you offer advice on my beard without making my pics public? Yeah, man, of course. To be honest, one of the reasons we did this show is I was getting these pictures anyway. I was getting 10, 20 pictures a week of guys asking for advice on their beard, and this just allowed a funnel to be able to spend the time that I was doing anyway and make content and community out of it. So yes, I do that anyway. When guys reach out to me, I do suggest, hey, do you mind sending into Beard Advice Live? Some guys just aren't comfortable with that. For sure, my man. You can also blur out your eyes. You can cover your eyes if you'd like. There's no judgment here. We know everyone's different on their privacy levels and their comfort levels. But if you're just like, I don't want to be on the show at all, send me an Instagram message. Send me an email. I do that probably 5 to 10 times a week anyway. So yes, I will absolutely help you. I've never turned down anybody. There's not a situation where I'm really going to turn down anybody that's asking for help with that. Okay. How long did it take you to get to the beard length you have? So I am at 10 inches. So for most people, that's going to be about 20 months of growth. For me, it's probably about, I don't know. I would say 15 months, maybe 16 months for me. So in the ballpark, I would say general rule would be in the ballpark of a year and a half. All right. And then the 3 inches there, that's month beard for most people.
I'd say so.
Yeah, about most people. And it's with trimming and dialed in.
Right.
Bear's had his beard for over 2 years now. I've had mine for 14 years of different lengths, shapes, sizes. So it's impossible for me to say, but general rule, I'd say about a year and a half. And I get mine up to 12 inches or so, would be for more close to a year. Or 2 years, I mean. So Dan, wash and condition every other day is okay. Yes. Yep. That was what my video was all about, Mark. Yep, I am doing that regularly. Tomorrow is a wash and condition day. Today is not. So today I went with a heavier body butter, like whiskey and hardtack. They have that natural plant wax. I do like to wash my beard after using those heavier butters. On the other days, I can use a lighter butter, like a Beard Octane, when I don't really need to wash it out the next day. So yeah, good question. Dan, how do you keep your mustache long and full without getting in your mouth? The lazy walrus. Mustache is getting the longest. I'm thinking of trying wax or scissors. Zeb, I don't use any wax. The main thing I do is I take a heated brush and I go to the side. If I don't do that, it 100% gets into my mouth. Why does my beard go crazy if it gets wet after styling? If you want the scientific answer, the water molecules bond to your hair, making it heavy. And when your hair is heavy, believe it or not, it goes against what your logic would say. The heaviness pushes it back up towards the base. That's why when your beard is humid or female head hair is humid, it puffs out. Not because of anything other than the weight pushes it back down. And what happens when your hairs get pushed back down towards the base? Instead of being straight, they curl back up into those little S patterns. So it literally has to do with the water molecules attaching to your hair. Another fun fact, the charge of your hair is the opposite charge of water. So they are drawn together on purpose, right? Our beard should have water. So that's actually what makes it go crazy. I probably got to do an updated video on that. I have one that's like probably over 3 years old right now, actually.
But you get into the polarization, right?
Yeah.
The positives and negatives.
Literally. Yep. Beard Octane LCW, how often during the week you want to hit that? I'm going to write that idea down.
Beard Octane LCW, you could use LCW every day. I use it probably almost every 5 out of 7 days a week. And then I will do a conditioner after that. Typically, for me, at least every other day I do a conditioner. I don't know why. I just, with the shorter hair, I like it to be softer. Maybe I feel it more. I don't know if that's just, I've never had a super long beard to say that. But LCW is almost, it could be almost a daily wash. It's very light, but very, very effective as well.
Yeah. Yep. My wife hates my beard. 1 year later, she keeps talking me out of trimming it. I wonder if she secretly now likes it. Cornelius, that's exactly what is happening over there, for sure. So how do you not get kinky hair with an 8-inch beard? If kinky, if you mean like jagged or like tangled, you got to have the healthiest beard possible. So drink as much water as you can, stay healthy. You need to develop a consistent heat routine. That's probably the biggest thing. And then another huge step is to condition and comb your beard in the shower. That's going to help all those things. Do beard waves and curls always look better? No. Totally personal preference. Some people really prefer them. I don't on me, but I have seen guys, and we've had guys on this show where we're like, dude, that wave is actually pretty cool texture. It makes your beard look great. I just don't like it on my beard.
And you can over straighten too.
Very true.
Yeah.
Yep. There's probably somewhere in between for most people. Do you have any thoughts on gummy vitamins versus pill form?
Talking about biotin?
I think it's just talking about any kind of because you have like beard fuel versus biotin. Okay. It's just personal preference on delivery. They're going to do the same thing. They go in the bloodstream the same exact way, the same exact potency and the way your body processes it. I'm cool with either of them. I don't like powder. I don't do powder drinks or protein drinks anymore. Nothing like that. My collagen is now through pills. If I had to pick one or the other, I would probably pick pills just because it's quicker and easier for me. But I know some people don't like swallowing pills. What about you?
Either way.
Yeah.
Give me both. I'll take double dose.
Yeah.
No, yeah. Pills are simpler sometimes, but gummies are just you have to chew a little longer. I can handle that too.
Yeah, a couple people asking, did Joe Rogan respond? Nope, I've got nothing from the Rogan team, unfortunately, but it's not November yet. I'm still holding out a little chance. I will probably do one more reach out and contact. Might have to ask you guys for some help on that in a week or two, because November is next month, right? So probably about a week or two so we can plan the show and the plane ticket.
I always felt like in my gut that it was a next year thing.
And he did say that.
It was a try.
Yep.
And we learned some things.
And maybe the name's on the radar now. So he did say that from the beginning, yeah. So I'd be fine with that. My neck area didn't get the message from my chin. When does one's neck typically catch up? I'm 24. Liam, I would say in your late 20s, early 30s, it really starts to just jumpstart and kick in from there for sure. Mayor, thanks for letting me know about your affiliate code on Aberlite. Definitely going to end up using that. Awesome. You will love that, Sean, man. There's no doubt in that recommendation whatsoever. Beard wash conditioner, yes, Michael. I would not use the conditioner daily. I don't recommend anybody using conditioner daily, but yes, that is a really good option. Okay, all right. Okay, let's go. What brand of collagen? I take Beard Octane, Nick. I went from Vital Proteins, which is fantastic. I just got sick of the clumpy powder that was in there. Beard Fuel, those are beard vitamins from Beard Octane. So check those ones out. DNC10, you guys, at Beard Octane.
All right, this is Sebastian S. I recently started watching your videos and have probably watched 90% of them. That's a lot of videos. I never knew about oils or beard wash and certain combs. It's all new to me. I've decided I want to grow mine out to a medium length. I'm about 2 months in, I think. I usually shave at this point, but I want to try something new. I'm gonna order a Beard Octane oil and butter along with a Boar's brush and ox horn comb. What would be your advice for starting this journey? If that would be a good fit for my face shape, and if my beard would look good. I'm a little nervous because this is all new to me. I'm not sure what to do. Thank you in advance for your help.
Awesome. And guys, if we missed any questions, it's not on purpose here, but Michael says, I have sensitive skin. Yeah, 7 potions is as good a quality as it gets. And Caleb, great question. How some guys have full beards and don't use any products and say the beard does better without beard oil or balm. They're freaks of nature, or they just don't know what is actually good, right? It's easy if you've never used products, and let me put this in here carefully, Caleb, or you've never used products properly to say it's better without.
Or good products.
Right, I'll give you an example. We had used a previous mic before and thought it sounded awesome, man. I thought the show was so good with this mic. And then we switched to a better mic and setup, and we're like, oh, we didn't know there was better out there until we experienced it. So a lot of those guys will try a garbage balm or butter for the first time, or they'll try oil and they'll put in way too much, and they'll be like, oh, my beard feels greasy, my beard feels gross. Well, they're not using the right stuff, and they don't know how to use it properly, and they didn't give it a real chance. They went in thinking they're tough, they're manly, they don't need any oil. And so they were already biased. They were already just trying to confirm what they believed to be true. And yeah, I see that all the time. And they just don't know. You just don't know until you know. And so that would be a big thing. I would say the number one reason why is confirmation bias. Does co-wash strip away oils if used every day? No. And Doc, you should not use co-wash to wash. Again, I do have a video that's very important recently. Co-wash is just co-wash is just conditioner for your beard. So it's not going to strip. It's not going to clean. It's just going to soften and detangle your beard. Is it better just to wash with water most showers? So Doc, you got to watch my video, man. It's from like a week and a half ago, and it's like titled, I Simplified My Beard Wash Routine. Please watch that. It's going to answer every single aspect of your question there. So again, please check that one out. It will be perfect for you. All right, Sebastian, let's get back to you, Seb. All right, awesome. And I do have to say, you look very similar to Josh, Embrace the Beard Life. I know somebody's going to say in the chat, but I beat you to it. Very, very similar to him. And shout out to Josh. I hope he's doing well. Myself and a bunch of people have reached out to him and we used to talk every day. It's been like 10 days since we've heard from him. So I hope all is well. He's just got a young family, and
hopefully sure he's busy.
Just busy, I'm assuming and hoping there. So what's Sebastian?
So basically, this
new?
is his breaking point.
Yeah, okay.
He's gotten to this length a few times and shaved.
All right, help him out.
Sebastian, I think all your ideas on what you're going to look at Beard Octane are great. For me, I would consider the Chicago Comb #8 over the Oxhorn, just because I think you could do with, I feel like it does more for me than the Oxhorn does. But that's, personal preference. But do not lose this beard at all. The mustache is great. You have great growth. I think if you're looking to if you feel like it's scraggly or something like that, just a quick little cleanup right here and in the but where your jawline kind of meets your neck, just a little bit more intentionality, and you're gonna be killing it. You are on the precipice, big word today,
Ooh.
of the next level of your beard, and
that means
it's not
like,
far away.
That means like just right before.
Right,
So you guys
looking down into thick, big beard land.
Yeah.
And I hope that it excites you like it does for us.
Yeah. Sebastian, I agree. I think clean up that corner right here, maybe on the sideburns a little bit. I have a video on how, if you look up Dancy bearded sideburns, there's a couple of options. But one's real simple. Just fold the hair over, and then whatever's hanging on this side, just clip it with scissors. It's going to give you a nice clean line, and it's not going to take any of the bulk out of right here. Yeah, just keep going, man. You're doing super well. Yeah, you have a great beard, and as the mayor said, you're on the precipice of a fantastic
cusp. Beard. The cusp.
Is that where that comes from?
No, I don't think so.
Oh, I guess it's not even in there.
Cusp.
DB, yes, a curly beard does not stop you from growing out a long beard.
All right, this is Oliver W.
Oliver.
Weaker cheeks, but I'd say that a first successful full beard. Anything I could consider as a game changer. 18 weeks into my first year, I started trimming any individual split ends I can find. Additional feedback. My short-term goal is to hit a year of healthy, split end-free growth. I've only had positive feedback from those at work, family, friends, and others. However, I get comments to trim the stash above the lip, back above lip. But I like the idea of a big mustache with a big beard. Either a handlebar, but most commonly pulled to the side. I'd love to help it look more intentionally adept and blending as it grows longer. Wish it were more full too. Long term is taking maintenance. And watching it grow big and long. What should I expect my possible expectations for how I should go about its direction? More styled or bushy? I want to play with my own strengths and not play to my own strengths and not force someone else's beard strengths on me.
Ooh, I like that. I like the way you said that. All right, take care, T-bro. All right, Oliver. Okay, so he's pretty much just saying, what can I expect? What should I do? Right?
Right.
Okay, hit him, Mayor. What do you think?
I agree with whoever's telling. I think that you're not. I love that you want the thick mustache, but it looks like on this one, especially on the side with the hot sauce, I don't know what kind it is, but I think it's a clean up a little bit on that. I just feel like it's gonna get in the way for you, and I wouldn't do much else. Your neckline looks good, back here looks great. Mustache is just gonna be about training. Either you're gonna get really committed to training,
yeah,
but I think a little bit of a scissor. Just above that, it's not going to take anything away from the thickness, the potential thickness of your mustache. It's just going to be about functionality and enjoyability of the beard. And also, you mentioned intentionality. When you have that clean upper lip, it kind of just looks more dialed in.
Yeah, I think it's past the point of training for your current style of beard. So Oliver, I would 100% recommend doing a little mustache trim off the lip there. If you look up Dancy bearded mustache trim, I've got a couple videos that should help. Quick shout out, MCJ. What's up, Luis? And Cornelius, I do not know the answer to that one. I don't know any of the implications of health on that aspect. So, and I'm not just saying that to avoid it. I really don't know. But other than that, yeah, I would do the mustache. I agree with everything the mayor said. I'm cleaning up the sideburns a little bit. Now, moving forward, what can he expect on the direction, on the style, given his growth, given his pattern? When he wants to go big, what is your like, hey, look out for this, expect this?
You're gonna get look out for you're close to, if you haven't started a heated brush, working on that and getting that control so that you can get the sides to kind of come down, and you've got curly hair, and you're gonna get a little bit more of a wow factor if you do consider a heated brush as a styling tool. Huge. You're there. Like it would add like a half inch to the appearance of your beard. It wouldn't actually add it, but if you started brushing that out, you've got thick around the jaw. Bringing that out and styling that down would start to frame in that new beard jawline, and I think really give you a pop because you actually have a bigger beard than you would think right now.
Yeah. And I think it depends on your goal, but you could have almost an identical beard to the mayor. Very, very similar patterns. So, yeah, I agree with everything. You said Chicago number 8, right?
Yep.
100%.
And the other thing, I'm thinking about if it's similar to mine, this is a key. These guys are keys, and if you have, it doesn't sound like you've touched them, but making sure we leave these alone and let them get a little weird and get awkward for a while and go straight out for a while. Being okay with that because eventually that's what's going to give you that coverage.
Yep. Yeah, absolutely. Thanks for sending in, Oliver.
All right, this is Jordan Z. I sent into Beard Advice Live back in April and was able to get some solid advice. It helped my beard feeling better and getting a proper wash routine down and adding some heat. I also mentioned that I was going for a year, and while I've hit that goal a few weeks ago, I've attached some pictures for comparison. I tried to have them taken in similar fashion as I've moved houses since the last time. This time has definitely come from the time has definitely come for a beard trim, which I'm nervous about, as well as a haircut. I've attached an image that shows what my goal haircut is, but I'm not 100% sure it's my goal beard. I was thinking of having at least 1.5 to 2 inches taken off the beard. But the main advice I'm seeking is, what do you folks think about the trim? How much should I take off? Do you think I should have do you think my head shape, the goal hair maybe would work? What would be the trim lines be based on in my beard, especially in the front of the goal picture? The front, since the goal picture is side only. I'm not dead set on anything in particular for the beard, but I definitely want a bit of length off because I don't like it rubbing on the top of my guitar when I play.
Okay.
Also, we are our own worst critics. But what do you think about the left and right side of my beard? I feel like the right side always grows a bit slower, despite me not laying on that side when I sleep. It got me thinking, does it possibly suffer because my nails are grown out from longer on my right hand from playing the guitar?
Interesting.
Could be.
Interesting. There's so many factors like that. All right, Jordan. So this is obviously the before. When he is sent in previously, we gave advice, and then this is the after, or where he's at right now. But boom, huge beard. And then here is where he is at, okay? And so I think specifically about the haircut is what he's asking about here. So the beard, and even if he was asking about the beard, I have no advice for that. Nothing to trim off there. Jordan, if I had to give you one thing, I would say maybe let's look at the Lazy Walrus and kind of bring that mustache in a little bit with the styling, but that's not what you're here for. But yeah, look at all these guys. That's Dan. It does kind of look like me. That is true, Wesley. All right, nice beard. All right, so guys in the chat, all right, he is here. Awesome. Gnarly Punk Rocker. Thank you. And I think I just saw you on my recent subscriber list, so I don't know why you unsubbed and came back. I'm just kidding.
We're glad to have you back.
Yeah, I know things happen with just literally clicking the button.
I can't believe you get a list of all that stuff.
Yeah, oh yeah.
That's pretty crazy. The depth of the analytics.
Yep, and I just looked at it today and I saw that because I thought it was actually Gary Lewis because he has like a similar name and stuff on there
that would
with
be a
that like
different
punk rock or whatever.
Right.
All right. So haircut, guys. What do you think should be the thing with the haircut? And for this, what do you guys have, Mayor? I know the man bun is a divisive topic. Some people absolutely hate the man bun. Some people think they rock it. What do you think with the haircut here? What is it? Is this the look? This is a time when I wish we had Molly, man. Miss you, Molly.
Yeah. For me, I would say I love the fade. I think cleaning it up for sure is gonna look good. But I would ask my stylist, can you I could try the man bun out, but can you also cut it in a way that I could do a part or have some options left on the table? Maybe not go up so high with the fade right away, at least, to see if that's really what would work for you. Because I just don't have enough information about how your head shape is. You have such a thick head of hair, it's kind of hard to tell. I think it could totally work. I know the beard's there. The beard is there. The beard is past there.
Yep.
You know, if you, I don't know if you want to touch it at all, but you could, you know, you mentioned in that you were thinking about like a trim. It would just be like a little bit here, transparency. He's got like that arc shape. I don't know. I wouldn't mess with it too much.
Don't touch the beard.
But the haircut, that's my thoughts is, can they kind of split the difference on how high they bring that fade or how high they bring the, you know, it looks like a clipper or something like that, really short, so that you have some options. Otherwise, I think it could be a great look.
And I agree, and I'm not exaggerating here, and Craig is not joking here at all. If you could rock it, right, if it's within your comfort zone and your personality, dude, you are one buzzer clip away from an absolutely epic mullet. I would love that mullet right there, man. I think that could go super nice. Said I don't think the top is long enough yet, so I do plan on getting a fade with the top longer for now. Also, thanks to Timbaland Beard, I do want a little length off. Okay, so when he's looking there for that goal, that's like a little bit of length. Their heads are pretty squared up. Mm-hmm. Maybe this one, the goal's a little bit lower if you look at the ears. So yeah, just a little bit off, kind of right here maybe. Just make sure you shape it appropriately, Jordan. You don't want to go too far crazy. I say this line right here because that's going to keep it off your chest. Like this part is laying on your chest. If you just go, you're probably going to be at about my length there. But I would 100%. I'm not kidding at all. Especially if you're working towards a man bun, I would say go for a mullet, dude. And I mean it. I had one last year, the year before. I loved it.
Last year.
Yeah, it was last year. And I miss it. I really do. It was hot. I didn't miss that aspect. I was a little bit sweaty, but you already have the long hair, so that's not anything a stranger to you. So again, some people think I joke when I say that, but mullet, go for it. And some people don't. Ken's telling me no. He said, don't do it. Don't do it. Mullets are making a comeback. Mullet might look pretty sick. I agree, true. I think you are right there. And yeah, I do know. Yep, great point, Jesse. The reason why he wants to is because of his guitar. I did see another guitarist, the bearded guitarist, said, strap your guitar lower and don't sit when you play. Problem solved. And I know very little about guitars, so I can't give any feedback there. I've been suggested a mullet before. Again, I'm not kidding, man. That would be amazing. And a beauty.
You could even go to it, and then if you don't love it, get a few shots, and then continue on the journey.
True. And the beauty of a mullet is it takes away that portion of the hair where we love to see the transition from the beard to the hair. So it's accomplishing that already. Even Ellie got a female perspective here. She says a mullet would be awesome. All right, mullet would be awesome. So, hey, man, I think that would be really, really cool. All right. Hey, thank you, Aaron. Appreciate you, man. All right, let's see what we got here.
All right, this is Michael K. I haven't started my beard journey long and just started letting it grow out for about a month now. I've always had a chin strap because the hair on my mustache always irritated my skin below my nose. My first question is there some type of product that I can use with this sometimes because it's really itchy, flaky, and very red? Also, do you think that the beard is filling in? I'm trying hard not to shave my neck.
What product?
Oil.
Oil. Beard oil, Michael.
Beard oil. Good beard oil.
Good beard oil. The appropriate amount of beard oil. Yeah, you're a month or two behind schedule. Get some beard oil on there, and it will solve pretty much everything. If you were rocking just a chin strap before this, dude, you're doing great. Can I say major upgrade from a chin strap? Mary, any advice you would give to him other than get some beard oil?
Get some beard oil. Start brushing a little bit. You've got that. You've got the little guys coming in under that bottom lip. Don't let them freak you out and make you want to make them shorter. Let them get long, and let them go, because that's where you're going to get that coverage over the chin eventually.
Agreed. I think that brush is the biggest tip. Let's start to get that direction going down with the boar's brush and get some oil, man. You're doing good. That's it, guys.
That's it, guys.
We love you. We appreciate the the pictures that you guys sent in. We appreciate any and all super chats, the kind comments, the support that you guys offer in there. It is absolutely awesome. The mayor, one more time, how do you get featured next Wednesday?
Just send your information in to beardadvicelive@gmail.com. Give us a front picture, a side picture, and anything else you think we need to see.
It's relevant, yep.
Yep. And that's the same for the Sunday stream.
Yes.
Bearded Advice Live. Just one more quick little plug for that. Dan is doing a special stream on Sunday that you can show your beard before it gets set up for the day and after. Look at that side beard.
I know. Let's
it
go
hits
back
me
to
every
that.
time. It's like is that me? How?
It looks real good. So yes, guys, Sunday, I'm going to put the graphic back up. I'm actually going to post this on the Facebook group afterwards and get this going. Special stream here, the Flex stream. Send in your before and your after. Hey, Parker, thank you. Now it's cool you get to know Parker there. Yeah, so awesome, Parker. So to get to know the before and the after. Are there any gray hats left? There are, guys. We still have both and we still have actually plenty. Payday Friday is going to come up in a couple of days for people, so you should be good. I think we've got like 15 of each left because we did 100 hats. So we knew we overbought on purpose, and they've actually sold multiple every day since they dropped. So it's been a little steady trickle that's been going out there. That mayor's beard is thick.
Thanks, Eric. Nice to hear from you, man.
Yeah, the beard looking great. Thank you, AJ.
Nice that Joe gives him like a couple. You know, like I assume it's like a 5-minute break in between shifts on the wheel.
I mean, he's like frantically texting.
I gotta
like,
just want to reach out, connect.
Oh, mankind, civilization.
We need that epoxy on the floor. Get back here, Eric.
Yeah, get your
Which
shoes
is a
on.
great. I think if you're putting things in glass bottles, it is a really brilliant move to put epoxy on the floor.
Agreed. And epoxy just looks good.
It does.
Just
it feels good. It feels
yep.
a little bit more high end.
Yep, it does. So, guys, that stream is going to be on Sunday. If you want to set a reminder, set an alarm. Sunday a.m., Sunday 11 a.m. Eastern, and it's going to stay up afterwards, but I would love if you joined us live. We're going to bring in some people from different area codes. I've got beards in different area codes. Sunday, 11 a.m., and then we are back with everything. Got a review on Friday. It's a company that I don't think has a review on YouTube yet, so that's always fun to bring out a new company, new video on Sunday, new live stream on Sunday. Hey, we're just getting it started, everybody. And thank you. Those are some of the most entries we've had in a while. A little bit slightly longer show. You guys had some great questions. How'd you guys like the question segment? Is that something we should continue? Let us know with a comment. And as always, if you guys need to reach out, Mayor, how can they find you on the Instagram?
Mayor's Beard Journey on Instagram. Love to have it. I love Instagram.
Me
it was
too.
Down for a while this week. It was a little crazy. I think everybody had a moment where like, wow, that's a big part of who I am.
Yeah, and I like it. Yeah, right. I like it for the family aspect, the behind the scenes aspect, to kind of show off different areas of life. And even for me, it's just the easiest way just to be able to communicate with you guys. So yes, thank you, Mark.
Positives on the question segment.
Good.
Builds it into the kind of the structure of the show. I like that too.
Yeah, me too. And rather than just having this screen up here, it invites people to ask questions that maybe wouldn't before because we saw some new names today. So as always, guys, thank you so much. If you don't mind hitting that thumbs up, we're 20 away from 200 likes on the stream. If we had 200 likes by the time we go to bed tonight, that would be a great feeling.
Really
just to
like that.
Just to see that you guys like this. I know we'll have 3 times as many people that have stopped in, but oftentimes people forget. So if you don't mind, just again, hit that thumbs up. And we need some new people on the show next week, just like every week. So if you're thinking about it, you're on the fence, give us a shot. I promise you're going to leave feeling better about yourself. And who knows, maybe it changes the trajectory of your beard life. All right? Mayor, final thoughts?
Have a great week. I can't wait to see you guys next week. Stay bearded, stay positive.
Absolutely. All right, guys. And again, Sunday, put it on the calendar. Put it on your alarms. We will be here, ready to roll. The mayor might stop in, make an appearance. Who knows? We'll get a little bit crazy. All right, bye, guys.